guys, it's Michelle and I'm with Women Who Wow, the premier online coaching and mentoring platform for the seriously driven woman entrepreneur. And today I want to talk to you about what your business has done for you lately, right? And as I get into that, I am reminded of the time that I took the stage directly after Susie Orman. She's walking off the stage and I am walking up, and I want to tell that story first because it is so funny. I actually use this as a little bit of a marketing plug, so once I tell the story you will no longer find me very impressive. But when I was maybe, I guess I was early 30s, something like that, I was at the Women's Conference of Texas, or maybe it was Boston, I can't remember. Anyway, huge conference. Susie Orman was on stage, and I was having a conversation with the people who had created the conference. They do all four of the major state women's conferences, or they did back then. And I was having a conversation with them about how they always have a start and stop and go kind of relationship with their attendees, meaning they actually will just, they will, have a conference and then stop marketing, and then have another conference and stop marketing. So I'm having this conversation, and up walks somebody, and they say that nobody is, the person who was slated to speak after Susie Orman was all of a sudden not going to do it. They had basically refused to speak. Now, I didn't know who this person was, right? And I'm standing there, and I'm like young and kind of dumb, and I'm like, I'll speak. I'll take the stage. Now, keep in mind, I was not there to speak. I was not slated to speak. I didn't know what I was going to speak on. And I'm thinking, I'm going to share the stage with Susie freaking Orman, right? Like, I am pumped. And I can see it the way it shows up my website now. Shares the stage with people like Susie Orman or whatever, right? And so I can see my name in lights. And I'm like, I'll take the stage. How long, And they're like, oh, it's only like 15 minutes. Perfect. So as I am being introduced as Susie Orman's walking off, and I'm walking on, right? And I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. And the person who's introducing me, I hear her say, thank you, Susie Orman. Now we have Michelle Pippin. And then she says something about the car giveaway in the next room, right? And then it hits me as I'm walking onto stage why the person who was supposed to speak refused to speak. It was like mass exodus up in that place, right? So it's the main stage. Susie Orman's done, and what comes up next? The car giveaway. But the car giveaway, which you have to be present to win, is in the other room. And so I'm thinking, no wonder they didn't want this spot. No wonder they didn't want this freaking gig, because everybody, you're talking to everybody's backs, and I'm on stage, and all of this is going through my mind. And I remember thinking, I was talking about selling, and I was talking about like how to make more money selling, right? And I see this gospel choir right up front, like at the front right in front of me. They're all in their robes, right? And I just took a chance, and I said, listen, every person you're marketing to is thinking, what have you done for me lately? And I just decided to like sing it, right? I'm on the main stage, and I just like go for it. And I'm thinking, worst case scenario is I just walk off stage, because at this point it's like pretty humiliating. It's an awful experience. But if I could just kind of get the attention of this gospel choir, if they, if I could get their attention, then they might be able to help me get everybody else's attention, right? Keep in mind, most people in this massive ballroom have no idea that I'm there, let alone who I am or what I'm talking about, right? They are getting to their car giveaway, and they had just seen Susie Orman, so they had kind of done their thing for the day. And I say, what have you done for me lately? And then this gospel choir, God bless them, they just went up. They're like, ooh, yeah. And that's what they did. And when they did, they were loud. There were probably 40 or 60 of them. And it got everybody's attention, and people felt like embarrassed. They like sat back down. And anyway, I did my talk. But I was thinking about that this morning, because when I was thinking about I have this training coming up in just probably 5 minutes with our Women Who Wow members on the different insidious ways women give away their power and completely related their profit. But I was thinking about what our businesses give to us lately, right? Like, what has our business done for us lately? And this is something I feel like we pay too little attention to. I feel like this is something that we don't hold our businesses accountable for producing something for us, right? I feel like we always look at our businesses as something that we've got to give to, do more. But the truth is, we should consider what your business is giving back to you, right? What is your business giving back to you, right? So I just was thinking about this, and it was in my journaling this morning, and I made a few notes about what my business has given me. And I offer this to you, one, as an exercise for you to really consider what your business has given to you, what it provides for you, because I think it's a right way. It's a right way to look at business, in that you give to the business and your business also provides for you. So in the beginning of my business, it allowed me to stay home and work around my young kids, right? In the beginning, that's all I wanted from my business. But let me tell you something. I demanded it of my business. There was no plan B. I didn't have a backup plan. And so I was starting this business, and I made promises to clients, and I made commitments to this little business of mine. But in return, right away, it replaced my full-time income. It allowed me to stay home with my kids. And without it replacing my income, I would not have been allowed to. So I'm so grateful to business and the entrepreneurial journey that I've been on, because in the beginning, it allowed me to be the mom that I wanted to be, right? And then it allowed me a healthy outlet for my insatiable drive. A drive that, like, for me, I have a drive that can never be, like, controlled, right? It's an internal drive that, I'll be very honest with you, if left unchecked, could threaten to be destructive for me in a couple of different areas. So in the beginning years, it just allowed me to be able to make money from home and be the mom I wanted to be and keep the bills on, paid and all of that. The second thing is, I realized it was a healthy outlet for my insatiable drive. It also has allowed me to grow and develop, right? Like, being in business is definitely a crash course in self-development, right? Like, you cannot keep pursuing business goals and not grow yourself. So it allowed me an outlet to grow and to become more as a woman, as a wife, as a mother, as a human, right? Like, as an entrepreneur. So it allowed me to grow and develop, to push myself beyond what I knew was possible. It allowed me to push myself beyond what I thought was normal or probable for me. It also allowed me to meet some pretty amazing people, right? Not just like amazing on the grand stage, like, hanging out with Damon John was pretty cool, and I've hung out with Gary Vaynerchuk. I've had him actually speak on my stage. It was pretty cool. But it also allowed me to meet some of the best of friends, right? And to develop real endearing and enduring relationships over decades, right? And so it's allowed me to have relationships that inspire me, humble me, teach me, encourage me, and allow me to do the same for the people that I'm in those relationships with. And now it actually allows me to live the life that I want, right? To live the lifestyle that I want without always worrying about, like, what I could afford or, any of that kind of stuff. So I just really am so grateful to my business. And I wanted to come live and invite you to kind of do a little bit of a gut check and a gratitude check in terms of what your business has done for you. What has it provided for you, right? We need to be held accountable for what the raw materials we give our business, but we also want to be very diligent about holding our businesses accountable for giving us some things that we hold dear. So I just wanted to come out here and talk with you guys about that. I'm going to be doing a lot of cool stuff on social media. I'm going to be, getting more active on Instagram, and also doing something super cool on LinkedIn. I'm going to do the Daily Hustle weekly on LinkedIn. So I invite you to follow me on Instagram and to message me about joining Women Who Wow. I can be reached at m.me/Women Who Wow. So if you have any questions about that or about your business right now, definitely reach out to me. And I've got to hop off because I have a live training for our members, and it's going to be, I think, one of the most hated but most appreciated trainings that I've done for our members. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.